Hi, everybody. I've just returned from a week-long vacation in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina, just outside the city of Asheville, and I want to share a couple thoughts with you about my experience there. One of the places that Judy and I like to visit each time we go down there is called the historic Grove Park Inn. It's been around since the 1800s. It's a very big establishment. It's been added on several times, and several famous figures have been there as their pictures adorn the walls in the hallway. But what I want to talk about is the day that we were just sitting in front of the fireplace that's located in the main lobby. As I was just enjoying the warmth of the fire, I happened to look up at the facade, and inlaid in stone was a quote by Henry David Thoreau, and it says, "Be not simply good, be good for something." As I pondered on that, I began to make the connection about what I spoke to you about last time, where the obstacles that we face sometimes can lead to our true calling. And this was a call of action by Mr. Thoreau. And what it means to me is that, you want to be simply good at something. Right now, I'm in a period where I'm very reflective since I'm coming almost to the end of my fire service career. But one of the things that I think about being good at something, that's finding a true calling, finding something that you could do for the betterment of society. You work all these years, you gain all these knowledge. Now it's time to pay it forward and help the next one in line. One of the things I want to do when I retire is work with an equine therapy program, just as an assistant, somebody that might be there to take care of their horses, learn how to groom them, clean up after them, and then eventually, hopefully, evolve into being somebody that walks alongside the horse when there's a client on there, whether it's somebody that's developmentally disabled or it's a veteran struggling with post-traumatic stress, or even my fellow brothers and sisters in the first responder world. I've had several experiences with horses last year through my Reiki work, and it was just such an incredibly heart-centered event that I just want to continue and be a little bit more close to that. And hopefully, when we make our journey towards North Carolina for our retirement years, I'll be able to volunteer with one or two of such organizations that are in that general area. So what I'm going to give you as a call to action, much like Mr. Thoreau, is to find your own calling, find some type of volunteer work if that's something that you're called to do. It is very gratifying. I do it now with the Illinois Firefighter Peer Support, and I can tell you so much that a lot of times you never know who you're helping, but if it's that one person out there that never ever lets you know that you helped them, but you do by sharing your story or sharing a different aspect of yourself through the volunteer work, then that's worth it all the better for you. You don't need to have thanks when you're doing this, but it's just something to think about. To be good at something, we all have talents that we've used throughout our working lives, or maybe we're still in our working lives, and it's something that's going to be able to help somebody else who might be struggling, or even if they're not struggling, you can be that mentor, that big brother, that big sister. So what I'm going to just leave you with is try to find something that you are already good at or you can be good at for the betterment of society. I wish you well and take care on this Wisdom Wednesday.